This isn't fair. I know. You don't know what we're chatting about. And me, I have notes. Never mind, you'll be fine.
Okay, you say so.
You will be. Remember this morning when I said thank you? And you said what for? You remember what I said, I'm sure. Yeah, but I'll keep that.
Can I remember?
Okay. But I'll keep that until the end so that our audience stays to hear the end of today's story. Okay. So earlier in the morning when you told me you just wanted to rest, wanted to stay home and rest, and you hoped that I could go out to town on my own if I wanted, I was very disappointed. Yeah. And I will share the context so that our audience will know what is at stake.
Okay.
We are out here on holiday in Montreal. And yesterday, I suggested...
And we have been out every day.
Okay, yes, we've been out every day. That's fine. That's fair. But yesterday, but what is holiday about if you're just going to sit down in the home that you rented and you're just lying down and...
Okay.
So yesterday, I suggested that we took a boat ride today. And we even went down to the boat company to make inquiries about the time.
Yep.
Yeah. So this morning, you weren't feeling well enough. Fair enough. And you didn't feel like going out.
I was tired. And I didn't want to go out. And I gave you the full permission to go.
Exactly. That's where I was going. And you sat on the bed reading about Montreal and interesting places to go to in Montreal.
Oh, yes.
Reading a brochure on the history of Montreal.
Yes, in French.
In French, for that matter. Reading everything out for me in French as much as you could.
Yeah. And
to make things worse, you tried to draw me into a discussion about interesting places to go to in Montreal.
Yeah, because we have a day and tomorrow.
When you were not about to go out. No way, you couldn't get me into that discussion.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. You didn't notice that I wasn't interested in the discussion.
I didn't see it.
That's one of the things I like about you. You won't even notice. And I was going to share with our audience, of course, what I was thinking. But that's what you don't know. Do you know what I was thinking?
I don't know.
You don't know. You're not a mind reader. While you were trying to draw me into the discussion about places of interest to go to in Montreal, from just sitting down and studying them and just talking about them without any intention to go, or even showing that you remember that we wanted to go out somewhere this morning, I was just thinking then, 5 reasons I wouldn't choose you.
Okay.
And I was going to share with our audience, of course. I had it all planned out that I was going to share with them.
That's your business.
How could you forget that we were going to be on the boat?
I didn't even forget.
You didn't forget. But you didn't say anything about it. You didn't even say...
But I was tired.
You were tired, but you didn't say, okay, I'm so tired, but do you still want to go on the boat ride, or should we go tomorrow, or anything like that? You didn't mention any remembrance.
Oh, okay.
And for the past 2 days, I've been talking about this boat ride.
Okay. Tomorrow will be sunny. Today was supposed to be a rainy day. So.
But how could you be so relaxed reading me about things about interesting places to go to, when all I wanted to was to be out there, going to those places? How could you? How could you? How could you feel so comfortable?
No answer.
Oh, and you wanted me to be interested. Anyway, those were the thoughts on my mind. Then I paused and I told myself, there'll probably be an equal number of attitudes of mine or more that you would want me to change.
Okay.
Things that you could do without in me. I thought maybe we could do a video about them, but I wasn't sure it would work.
Certainly, as it's not going to work right now, because I'm going to eat my
Do you know my reason for thinking that it will not work?
I don't know.
Okay, can you tell me one thing, one attitude you would want me to change?
I can't remember any.
Exactly. I wish I could show my notes. I said, you may not remember even one such thing about me if I asked. That's why I knew that that video would not work. You may not remember even one such thing about me if I asked. Let me see if I can just put this. If anybody can read. Yeah, can anybody read this? It's already in my notes. You may not remember even one thing, one such thing about me if I
You can snap it and put them.
Yes, I will. It's already in the notes. That's just like you, to forget all my shortcomings of just yesterday. So I knew that while I was thinking, okay, 5 things, okay, you to say 5 things about me, that video would not work because you won't be able to remember one thing. But it's just like you, like I said, to remember, to forget all my shortcomings of just yesterday. And I love that part. I always love that part about you.
Okay.
I love that part of your forgetting.
That's good.
So, I like your forgetting when it suits me.
Yes.
When you don't remember the things I did.
But if I forget that we were supposed to go out, that is when there is wahala.
That is exactly when there is trouble. When you forget things that I want you to remember. So, it suits me that you forget. When it's about certain things. And not when it's about certain things. I'll remind you of the things. So, okay, I told myself, let me go back to my notes. Okay, I told myself it's all right for you to forget. I'll remind you of the things I want you to remember. And you're sure I will never remind you of the things that I didn't do well. And then you're researching to places to go to in Montreal. Like you said earlier, I already even have it in my notes. We are still here tomorrow. So we can go to such places. It's just that it would have been nice if it came from you and you said, I can't go today, I'm feeling tired. But I remember you wanted
But that should be taken for granted.
We can go tomorrow. Why would I take something for granted? Am I a mind reader? You ought to have told me.
Okay.
So say we're still here tomorrow, which is what I have here. We can go to such places. Yeah. So your research was good. We always reap good benefits.
Okay.
From your research. I like them. So please keep researching. But hey, I'm not here to talk about the 1,000 things I like about you. I'm talking about the 5 things I want changed.
Okay, I will move away now so you can talk about the 5 things.
No, and I told myself that I know you well. You could make a turnaround when you've rested a bit and say that we could still go out today and to one of the places you found.
Exactly that. You said we should go out. We should do some other thing. We should go and rest.
All of this was me reasoning with myself in the space of some hours without saying a word to you about my thoughts. Of course, we talked about other things. And you read us the history of Montreal in French, but I didn't tell you the things that were going on in my mind. Then, it was 11 a.m. and I thought, oh, it's Friday. What video have we scheduled for today on Blossom? Imagine what it was. Once opposites, always opposites. The thought of the content came to my mind and it brought me such peace at that time.
All right.
It was as if I had walked into a counselor's office. Our words that we spoke in the recorded video all came back to me.
Good for you.
Yeah, before the video went out. Good for me. And that's why I always love the 2 Timothy 2:6 passage. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 6. You know, it is one of my favorite passages, especially in the work, in the video work and other things we do in sharing with people. I'll read it. It says, the hardworking farmer should be the first to receive a share of the crops. So today I was the first to receive a share of the crop of the video before we even sent out the video.
Okay. That's good.
Yep. Thank you. Should I just ask? Should I just add that despite your feeling tired, you came to help me chop all the vegetables I needed for the cooking I was doing?
Did I have a choice?
You're always so helpful. Come on. This But this wasn't about me saying the 1,000 things I like about you. Whatever, I've said it. I was so thankful, grateful that in spite of your feeling tired, you still came to help me chop all the vegetables. So when in that video, we said something like, I think the summary, some of this part of the summary I made was that some things you don't quite like about your spouse won't change. So you might not change the forgetting things, but I like to think of the things you forget that are to my benefit.
All right.
You won't change. You might not change your researching very deep. Actually, I like the deep research, but sometimes it takes so much time that I wish you did research less. But then it won't change, but I can enjoy the benefits of this research, and of course all the help you offer. So some things won't change about your spouse, but you can keep the attraction you once had or have always had. So now back to why I told you thank you in the morning. When we finished cooking, you told me that we should still go out to one or two of the places that you had found, if there was any such place that was of interest to me. And I was
I can't even remember. I said so.
I've forgotten that again. Just this morning. Yes, you came and said, let's get ready and we can go to one or two of the places that you had in mind.
Okay. I have a faint idea.
All right now. But just then, it started raining heavily and we couldn't go out. But we are dressed to go out now, somewhere. Maybe not one of those places. But why I said thank you was because it wasn't you're not feeling well. It wasn't you're not wanting to go out that made us not go out. It was the rain.
Oh, right.
We were ready for us to go out.
Okay.
So, just sharing some of the ways we keep the attraction going. That everything is not always as we planned it. Everything is not always as we want it. But we find our way around them.
Well done.
Because one's opposite, always opposite. Thank you. And thank you for sitting to do this. That's another thing, another point of opposite. You were definitely not going to do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to sit before the camera without knowing what you need to tell me everything we're going to talk about.
Why
Can't you trust me? Okay, it's not even about trust. It's just the camera. It's just a video. Let's do it. And now you see, we did it.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.